Hey everybody, this is TotalGamerJunkie. I want to welcome you all back to my channel. And before this video starts, two things. First off, if my voice sounds a bit low, it's because I have roommates and they're still sleeping, but I wanted to make this video and get it out right now because I think it's really important to discuss after we've seen the reveal trailer. And the second thing is, this will be my first and only upload of the day. There's more I'm going to upload, but I have work. So hopefully I can upload at least 2 more when I finish, but if not, this video is, I believe, the most important one I have to get out. Now, I was surprised at this reveal trailer as I was expecting only 10 to 12 minutes of gameplay, but we got almost an hour, 48 minutes worth. And it showed off a lot of things. We got gameplay, we learned about new characters, how Max's powers. It's a lot to take in, and this is going to leave me with a lot of content to make. But there's one video specifically I want to make now, and it's the fate of Chloe. Now, Deck 9, I am 100% in. They have said that the first Life is Strange, I don't want to spoil too much of what's in this trailer if you haven't seen it. I'll wait a bit until everyone's seen it, but basically both of our endings are canon. This game's going to let us choose what ending we got. And funny enough, also, it appears that we will be able to, if you haven't played Life is Strange 1 and you want to get into it, we will be allowed to play that game and then supposedly import our choices. And I'm not just talking about the final choice at the end of Life is Strange 1, I mean all the other choices. I don't know if this importation will include all the mini choices, but a lot of the major choices, like did you save Kate on the rooftop, did you warn Victoria about Jefferson in the dark room, stuff like that. Now, if you watch the reveal stream, 21 minutes into it, we see that Max is talking to Safi, and Safi mentions how she saw a photo of Chloe in Max's wallet, and she wants to know, it's like, what's the deal? Who is that chick? And we get the choice. We were just friends, or we were high school sweethearts. Now, I thought that was a weird way to phrase the choices until I actually took a closer look at the dialogue. Listen carefully. We were just friends. We were high school sweethearts. Now, what I think is happening here, because this game explores parallel universes, so if this doesn't make sense. If Chloe is alive and well, then we were just friends. We were high school sweethearts. Makes no sense. Unless you change the word were to are. So if Chloe is dead, then we were makes more sense. Because I don't see, after everything Max and Chloe went through, regardless of whether they're just friends or more, I do not see her and Chloe going their separate ways. And I, for one, and I'm sure as all of you, would be pissed if they did that. It's like, okay, Chloe's alive and well, but I know Max and her had one little fight after everything they went through, and they went their separate ways. That's just ridiculous. It's stupid. Fans, I know, Deck 9 would be getting the shit if they did that. But this way makes more sense. And the people at Deck 9 clearly know this. I got this clip from the reveal. I want to play it in the background. It goes for a few minutes, and this is why I'm confident that what we're seeing, that is not a bait and switch. Our choices will determine whether or not Chloe is in the game or not. Whether Chloe is in the game with Max, or she's off doing her own thing. Maybe she's a mechanic. Maybe she's, like we saw in the comics, she's making a bit of art, so maybe she's off at an art gallery or something, I don't know. Or maybe she's meeting the client to sell a piece, who knows. But I want you all to listen to this quick video from Deck 9 explaining about choices and consequences and how they respect the players' choices.
For people who are new, players who are new to the Life is Strange franchise, do they have to go back and play all of the older titles? What's the point of entry for them?
You don't have to at all. All of the Life is Strange games stand on their own and have their own story. And so for Life is Strange Double Exposure, Players will have everything they need to understand the emotional context of Max's past, but it is a brand new location in a small college. There's new characters. You can absolutely start with this first game.
Seems like Safi rubbed a few people the wrong way.
How should I know? Go talk to somebody who's been here longer than 6 months.
We do all know that Life is Strange is all about choices and the consequences of those choices, for better or worse. So for returning players like me, who made really hard decisions that we now have to live with, do we bring those with us to Life is Strange Double Exposure?
Yes, so the returning players from Max's first adventure will remember that there's a massive decision to make at the end of that game, results in 2 very different endings. And it was really important at Deck 9, if we were going to make another Max adventure, that the game would have to respect both those endings. Life is Strange Double Exposure does that very thing. There's no canon ending in our book to the first game. Double Exposure will respect both endings in Max's thoughts, her journal, her SMS, her interactions with other characters, what she opts to reveal about her past to her new friends. It's all reflective of that final choice.
For all of us players who were racked with guilt making those tough decisions, who kind of crave making decisions like that again, will we have lots of those choices that keep us up at night playing Life is Strange Double Exposure?
Yeah, Max will face a lot of tough decisions. It's kind of her thing.
Perfect. That's what I want. Bring it on. And so it's been so long since the original game came out. For players who maybe don't have the original console that they played on, or let alone the save file from their Life is Strange 1 game, how will they import their previous choices?
So Safi and Max will have a conversation that's pretty early on in the game, and Arcadia Bay just comes up naturally in that conversation. So players can remake the choice then, or they could try the other way.
Okay, so it sounds like Safi is kind of like a little interrogation there with Max.
Safi's very curious about Max because Max is generally pretty closed off, and Safi knows there's something interesting there.
Okay, so that's where we're going to see this backstory come into play. Very, very cool. So it sounds like new players are all good to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%. It was very important to us that for folks entirely brand new to the franchise and brand new to Max Caulfield as a character, that everything they need to know about her is right there in Life is Strange Double Exposure. And then for returning players, we absolutely honor the biggest, most impactful decision you're going to remember from that first game and carry that forward so you can see how that plays out in Max's latest adventure.
Is this about the blue-haired girl whose picture you keep in your wallet?
Wait, you snooped in my wallet?
Stop deflecting. The girl with the blue hair. What's the deal with you two?
Now, I don't know about all of you, but I, for one, cannot tell you how refreshing it is when developers actually care about players and want to make the players happy and respect our choices in the game. Because these days, you see a lot of these game developers, they don't care about us. They're like, we made a good game, you don't like it, then you're in the wrong. So it's nice to see Deck 9 trying very hard to give all fans, regardless of whatever choices we made and what our opinions are of the first game, they want us to be like, okay, you did this in the game, you can import those choices to this game. And I'm very pleased about that because I was a bit worried when I saw this option, because Telltale did something similar in The Walking Dead Season 2. There was a choice between 2 characters, Kenny and Jane, and you can choose to stay with one of them and survive with them in the apocalypse, but then those characters are killed off in the next season, first episode, and it's like, are you serious? So why would you even give me that choice? Screw you. But here, I'm just glad that they're respecting our choices, our story, what we want as players, and I'm all in for Deck 9. So as I said, I wanted to make this video because I picked up on this. I'm not sure if anyone's picked up on the context of the words, but I felt it was important to get this out right away. I have a lot more videos I want to make. Hopefully I can make at least 2 more after work. But this is all I really wanted to talk about so far. So that's it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. This is TotalGamerJunkie, signing off.